Good evening, I hope you're having a lovely Friday evening. This is just a short video on some ideas that have gotten us through this winter and last winter that might not only help you save money on your heating bills, but literally might save some people from freezing to death. So we've all been told that bills for energy are going to continue to rise, and at the moment I can see that there's some sales on in some places, and I think that this is sometimes the perfect time to look at the winter which will be coming at the end of this year and start to prepare for that now. If you have any extra money, that would be a really good idea. The first item that we've found really useful this winter and last winter to keep us warm, especially when the heating is not on, has been the hooded blankets that you can get. So you can get these in children's sizes and adult sizes. You can wear them over your clothes. You can always take it off if you get too hot, but the good thing about them as well is you can also wear them to bed when it's really cold. I know you get some really expensive versions of these, but the ones we bought were not expensive at all. In fact, just now they've got the children's ones down at £7 and the adults ones down for £9. And we got ours from a shop called Online Home Shop, which I've put a wee part on here so you can see the logo. It's an online shop, and they're selling theirs just now in the sale. So this would be a great time actually to stock up on something like that for yourself, for your children, to keep warm. The second item that we have been using a lot of during winter is hot water bottles. So Superdrug just now has an offer. You can get 2 for £10. I know some people use Superdrug a lot. They have the rewards point card thing. So you maybe have points that you could use towards it to bring that down even more. But these are great for putting in the bed before you get into bed to warm it up, putting on your feet, or just holding when you're sitting down if you're sitting inside for a long time. Also quite good for older people to keep them warm as well. The third item that we've been using a lot of is these heat holder socks, which have been fantastic. We've actually been using these instead of slippers. I find that they last longer, especially for children, because they cover a range of sizes instead of having to throw away a smaller pair of slippers and buy bigger ones. And you can put them on top of your normal pair of socks, and you can also wear these in bed too. They keep your feet really warm, and they're great if you've got hard floors which can be a bit colder in winter. I actually picked up a few pairs of these in a Matalan clearance store for £1 each, which was fantastic. I think they normally sell about £7, but I have noticed that the range have got them in for £4.99 just now, so that's quite a good saving. The fourth thing which has helped us through winter has been warm drinks. So cups of soup, hot chocolate, tea, even warm squash or diluting juice for children can help keep them warm. If you've got a thermos air pot type thing, you only need to boil your kettle once and top that up, and then you can have warm drinks all day. If you can stock up on some of these things for next winter, like tea bags, they'll last a long time as long as you store them properly. It means you can have a warm drink when it's cold outside and possibly cold inside if you can't afford the heating. Item number 5 is thermal hats. I know that might sound strange if you're thinking about sitting in the house with a hat on, but when it's really cold and your heating's not on, wearing a hat makes such a difference to your body heat. And if you've got something with a hood and you put the hood over it as well, it's even better. And we actually have a thermal hat as well with a light in the front, which is amazing because that's having 2 uses with one item, light and warmth. So that's even better if you can get yourself one of those. They might have them in the sales just now because they'll be bringing in more spring stuff now. So this is a great time to get them ready for next winter. Item number 6, which I find particularly useful because I always have freezing cold hands, is fingerless wrist warmers. They really do help, especially if you have poor circulation in your hands or you have Raynaud's syndrome. These are great, and it means you can still have the use of your fingers. You would think that they wouldn't make much difference to your fingers, but surprisingly wrist warmers do actually heat up your whole hand, so really helpful to have these. Again, with these items of clothing, it's best to start looking for them during springtime because that's when they usually go into the sales. Item number 7 is extra blankets and throws. You don't have to pay a lot of money for them. If you check Gumtree, Freegal, charity shops, etc., you might find these cheaper. Sometimes you can get good wool ones on the army surplus shops. So if you're not allergic to wool, then that's a great find if you can get a bargain on one of these places. They're good for putting round yourself when you're sitting down, maybe in your living room, especially in the evenings when it gets colder. But you can also put these on your bed in winter to add an extra layer as well. So you can double up and have many uses out of them. Number 8 on our list is good winter bedding. So a good winter quilt, like 15 tog quilt, if you can get fleece bedding or flannel bedding, it's a lot warmer. Or even just putting an extra throw on top of your quilt. Any extra layers that you can add will give you more heat. Some people say that the weighted blankets work well. I've not tried one myself personally, but we have got the fleece and the flannel bedding, and that's made a huge difference during winter time. This is also quite a good time to get it because a lot of the shops are getting rid of the winter bedding sets to bring in all the spring and summer type stuff. So you can get a lot of good offers just now as well, so keep your eyes peeled. It's always good to buy them now to put them away for next winter. Number 9 on the list is thermals or base layers for under your clothes. These make a huge difference to your body heat, and just now they're going down to like half price in a lot of places. Again, they're getting rid of winter stock and bringing in more spring ranges, so this is a great time to be looking out for thermals and base layers. And the last thing on the list is warm winter clothing. So instead of nighties and thin pyjamas, try and get yourself thicker pyjamas, fleece pyjamas for nighttime because nighttime's always a lot colder. Warm clothing like polo necks. You can get thicker types of leggings. They call them cozy leggings or thermal leggings, and they have like a fleece lining in them. Anything that's a bit thicker and warmer that you can get. A lot of these things are going on sale now as well, so if you look out for these things now, for children, buy maybe a size or two bigger than what they're in just now, and that should do them on the winter coming at the end of the year. Again, I know I always say this, but I feel that I always need to say it. Preparation is the key to survival. The way the economy is going just now, a lot of people losing jobs, and I feel like that's going to get a lot worse. If you can prepare now, if you have a little bit extra money just now and you can prepare for next winter, then I think it would be a really, really good idea for you to do that, especially if you've been cold and you've struggled through this winter. I hate the thought of anyone freezing in their own home or even freezing to death in their own home. It's awful to think about. So hopefully some of these ideas have helped and you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.